Welcome to a new start, the Chronicles of the Shiny Pennies. Session 25. Last time, Fly, the elven re-embodied Drekar healer, SHYLO, the Goliath psionic warrior maiden fair, Flip-Flop, the Felidae mage, and Bobby, the Goliath herdsman, returned to the astrolabe of the first Nan Gertrude, girded with the wisdom of Bobby's mother, Maggie Beans. In short, it did not go well. Margaret, fascinated with the archaeological marvel, flitted about the space, inspecting the relics within with abandon, with her curiosity craze culminating in catastrophe on the discovery of the same crystal pendant that captured the eye of SHYLO. The pennies, and especially the typically distracted Flip-Flop, could only watch on in horror as the hidden contents of the crystal took hold of the Lady Beans. Gertrude had returned. After a brief parley and a bit of magic play with the pennies, the ancient lich took her leave in a flash of radiance. The hours that followed are all a blur, with the rest of the pennies but a vague echo in his ear. Bobby, heartbroken, made his way with Bully back to his family compound and broke the news. The psionic tide itself thickened in the room from the well of emotions as Bobby told his tale to the family. Wailing tears, mournful crying sorrow, and the ring of hurtful words spilled out into the streets far beyond the compound. In a desperate attempt to amend and aid the grieving Beans, the pennies gathered their companion and made haste to the sage wisdom of the city's Nan, Edna May Daly. I must pause for a moment, as this is where our tale takes a turn for us in the real world. Unfortunately, and due to circumstances beyond anyone's control, the player, who you all know as Bobby, will no longer be able to attend sessions in real life. All of us here at Jerk DM wish him well. Anyone listening who plays tabletop RPGs may understand that at these inflection points, it is always best to sit down as a group and examine the game, the adventure so far, and get everyone's opinions on the future. The Game Master, Fly, Flip-Flop, and SHYLO have all sat down and have collectively decided to continue the Chronicles of the Shiny Pennies. The lore that follows is the result of those discussions. Allow me to continue. After a bit of chaos and Nan and go seek, the pennies managed to track down Nan Edna May. The Nan listened thoughtfully to the story of the misadventure. All voices were heard, and on summation of the tale, Edna May requested a brief private moment with Bobby. SHYLO, and Flip-Flop were left to wait in a chamber just outside of the Nan's private council room. It wasn't long before an agitated James Beans, Bobby's father, burst into the room. It was at that very unfortunate moment that SHYLO came to the realization that not only did Jimmy fit the currently 6 T's of love, but further that he was now technically single. As one would imagine, the calamity that followed, well, it was a blur of breasts and winks, close yelling and spittle, very poorly read lean in and kiss me signals, some choking which may also have been misunderstood as some rather rough flirting, bigger breasts, a few cat claws, and a spell or two, all ending with a rather angry Nan giving SHYLO, Flip-Flop, and 24 hours to leave the Rake Mountains. Will the pennies leave town peacefully as instructed, or will they double down on drama, deliberately devolving down a deviant darkened drive, diving defiantly, devilishly, deserting decorum, defying devoirs, delighting in the dank, delirious, deleterious depths of depredation, despoliation, and damned depravity? Let's find out as we now join them in session.
I'll be like, what? He's single. That's how it starts. Yeah. He's single now.
Okay, so you guys are sitting around the continental breakfast table the morning after.
Oh, does that mean
at
wait,
Bob's.
does that mean right off the start we already know the session title? The one in which SHYLO did not learn a lesson about propriety?
As you are sitting around this table at Bob's, the Ladies Bridge Club comes in, and they sit down at their usual table, and you are shot like just the evilest glares. In fact, you all are. And there are the hushed whispers and the hunched and the...
SHYLO barely notices because she's got about 57 invitations left to erase Callie Bear's name off of. So she's on that. She barely notices. Only enough to say, what? He was single.
And you get
I was
the...
just like, oh, I have a headache.
You get the old lady like turn around,
Oh.
hand over the mouth, and like turn away and zip, 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 zip.
Gosh.
Your breakfast beef swatch burgers are
Delicious.
because they have a definite llama hint to the meat. It's not beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do people eat llama meat?
Yep.
Well, the Goliaths do
That's
for
good.
sure.
Probably.
You mean real life? Yes, they do. I have no idea what it's
I
like. I
literally
have
just
not
watched a documentary the other
Oh,
night,
probably
and I almost sent it to you because it was a llama herder, and all the llamas were literally bouncing down the hill. So we're
Is there anything you would like to do at Bob's before you leave Allegric?
I should probably pay my bill.
You didn't have one.
No, I got everything was comped.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you basically
that's
carried your screamed your way into a cob everything for the night, and then we all went to Bobby's compound anyway.
So you didn't even stay there. You just
Nice.
ate. You paid for the food.
Yeah.
So we're just having a light lunch before we
Yeah,
get
just a light breakfast.
Get on the road.
rid of. I still think it was really rude. All the screaming. Like,
I'm picturing Old West style. We ain't gonna fly you out of town, but you'll be out of here by sundown.
yeah, basically. Yeah.
They're
not escorting us, but they're standing watch to make sure we leave.
And legit, when you guys finally do leave, the constabulary is actually standing outside watching you leave town.
Looking at their like
Yeah.
timepieces.
Yeah.
The sundials.
Hands on nightsticks.
Yeah. Every time SHYLO like makes a sudden movement or laughing,
they twitch.
Yeah.
So if there is no other business in Allegric Bob's,
Yeah.
or Bob's
Are
Allegric,
you recording now?
yeah,
Oh, you-
I have been for the whole.
Oh, I see.
I'll edit accordingly because I didn't know what was going to come up when. So
Okay.
we
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
And this way you've got notes on what we're all thinking anyway, so
Yeah.
easy to
Have you
refer
changed? You think you
to.
fuckers can betray me? Kidding. I'm totally kidding. Yeah. So unless there is anything else you guys need to do at Bob's before you hit the road,
No, I think
you know the road out of town.
So you hear like throughout the morning, he is single, like over and over and over again.
Totally unprompted.
Bob just looks.
He goes, who? How?
Who are you talking about?
Bobby's dad. That's why they're so mad.
Yeah, but he's single.
I know.
I don't understand. Why is
I
this
don't
a
know why
problem?
they're so upset.
Okay.
I don't think it's the only reason that they're upset.
And she did that to herself. She made a conscious effort to put that on and made no effort to resist it.
And she's been gone for like 24 hours without even contacting him. He's probably super lonely. Like, what does she expect?
I look at her and I walk away.
And flip-flops, and this is how you have friends, right? This is how friends work.
Agree with everything
Yes.
they say all the time.
See, you guys mount up onto your llamas.
Can we actually take these llamas anymore?
Oh yeah, you got them from.
These are the ones
did.
that we
Do
rented
we have
from
to bring the
Deport.
goat too?
They're rentals
Since
from-
it's technically a rental.
Let's bring it back.
He was teaching me dressage.
He is heartbroken, but Bobby loses his mountain goat on his father's insistence because it is
It's unseemly.
it is unseemly. It is a soup breathing mountain goat. It doesn't belong here. Is the gist of it. Basically, get this the hell out of my face. I want no reminders of these outsiders destroying our family.
Tommy.
Tommy.
Again, it sounds like a them problem.
Bobby does hand over the mountain goat with begrudgingly. He tries to, and he does it only to Shu. And he tries to relate that this is what you need to do to him. Basically, he gives you like the whole list if you were giving up a prize puppy, basically.
Yeah.
He likes these treats and
He eats this much at this time. He has to be tucked in to go to bed.
Yeah. Yeah. If he had cell phones, he would call you hourly to make sure that the goat's okay. So yeah, you go to the stable at Bob's, you guys collect your floof llamas and this mountain goat, and
Another tea?
you make your way out of town. Somehow or another, word has spread through Allegric that the rumors of the First Nan and this hidden chamber exist, and people are actually heading out of town towards this hill kind of en masse. Like going to feed the bears or going to look at the accident that happened on the highway. There's not much to do, so people are going just to check this out. It's become like an event.
Check out the hole?
Check out the hole and the rumors.
okay.
And so as you guys are heading out of town, there's a surprising amount of traffic that is heading the way that you know to get to the mound, this moot that you guys found your way to.
Charlie, you ever have a moment where you go, that's not going to backfire gloriously, right?
Oh yes, I have. Okay, I was choosing materials for my wedding dress one time, and like the stuff that I needed, they didn't have enough for the wedding dress, but they're like, no, we can get it in time. I didn't think they could get it in time because I got an inkling that something could go terribly wrong. So I chose the material that they already had in place. Yes.
So exactly the situation.
That was this is exactly
Exactly the same.
Yeah, it was the design. It was the design and the creation of my 5th wedding dress, and I wasn't making that mistake again.
Yeah, I don't think these people are upset about what happened. And
About the end of
they're
it's the end of my engagement.
your
calendar.
engagement. They're not upset.
It affects people differently
Yeah.
every single time, and I think they were just overwhelmed with all of this emotion from what's her name running off, and
So-
you know.
Topic change. How easy is your race to kill? Because I feel like this isn't gonna go well for anyone that's not a Goliath. Just saying.
Oh, look, squirrel.
Flip-flops moment of smart.
We'll be fine, Flippy. Flippy bear. Sure.
You say that. Where's that bird?
Good God. You make your way across the Lake Plateau.
Wait, we need a map. Completely lost. Okay, we were in Allegri.
We're up here,
Legridge?
Ligric.
and we're coming down.
We're coming down this way.
Here,
Oh, this
this
way.
way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're like right at the base here. Count.
No, you guys be making your way across
Okay,
the plateau.
we're
You left
still-
it morning.
We're jumping toward
Yeah.
hitting the fork there, and then
You guys want to take a shortcut? We could like maybe make a shortcut here and like get down there faster.
A bit of a table digression here, so time for a quick fun fact. Little do the pennies know, but Kathy's Bend currently has a functioning Bob's and Pesto's and a population of some 100 permanent residents. Now back to the session.
Yeah. I don't even know if I can reach those kind of numbers.
But really what it is, Flip-Flop kind of looks sideways at SHYLO and then just looks forward and keeps going.
So no shortcut?
No!
And we look at her and walk away.
God.
But does it look safe?
Like, it doesn't look like if we went down that way, we could do it?
No, seriously, the road up or down, depending on how you want to look at it, is switchbacks. It's perilous at best. It is akin to, you'll see those exotic pictures of people trying to make their way to those weird Tibetan monasteries or those weird, like, Chinese built on the side of a fucking mountain. How the fuck did they build that temple? Places.
Yeah. How do you even get there now, let alone how is it done?
Footholds.
Yeah.
Yeah, chains and ropes and little pieces of wood that are sticking out from a mountain face that have been there for like 300 years.
Yikes.
Not quite that bad, but that's the good path.
Okay, well, we'll take the good path then.
You notice on your way out of town where when you guys were headed up, there seemed to be a lot of traffic coming down. This time there seems to be a lot of traffic coming up. You get the pleasantries all spoken in Goliath, so you speak everything.
I can understand,
You understand
everything.
everything.
I just choose not to share everything.
I'll ask visitors.
I will have my cloak on with my hood up. Just
Yeah.
I just don't. Shu is tired after this current adventure. He doesn't want to deal with it anymore, so he's just sort of head down. Nobody sees me. Just keep walking.
I'm tired, boss. I'm tired.
I'm tired.
It's just the racism that's finally gets to nothing else. Having been dead before wasn't that bad.
Cannot handle the bigotry anymore.
Oh my god.
No, it just there's a kind of a mixed traffic of just like no, just the answers are no. We're just doing a regular trade route, nothing exciting, and people who were checking out the lowlands who heard rumble already. You're guessing probably because of Bob's of the word that the Nan has returned.
Oh. So is it mostly Goliaths?
And, yeah, almost exclusively Goliaths.
Okay, heading up. I'll keep an eye out for any people that I recognize, but I don't expect to see anyone I know from around here.
Yeah, you make it to the midway point down the mountain. You think if you hustle, you could make it down to the base of the mountain
By night?
by night. But there is the switchback part where there's the camp area and the safe caching zone that you did on the way up.
Do you guys feel like staying here, or do you want to go down to the foot of the mountain?
Well, honestly, the way things are going, I'd rather get off of here as soon as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the do we stop and check out this roadside turnout or do we just fucking
Let's go.
go?
Yeah.
Okay.
It might be a long day and rather tiring, but we can sort that out tomorrow. I think the sooner we're off of this mountain, the better
think
off we are.
Let's do it. Let's get the shit.
How did that travel so fast?
What? Oh, Bob's. Definitely.
Messenger.
Bob's messenger
Magic
service?
messengers.
Magic messenger.
Yeah, Bob's service is like very thorough.
Told you, these people are way too excited about this.
I sent a letter to my aunt recommending
Oh, Jesus.
Bobby's mom to do a cover
Oh,
of the freaking
fuck.
magazine.
Have you seen me?
Yeah, so they're going to be like getting notices of that. Oh, that's going to be awkward.
As soon as we get back to Bob's, you can send your aunt another one.
message. Yeah.
Quickly.
Dear Gliding Magazine, stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
Yeah. Just no. No. Totally.
Telegraph humor. So yeah, it's rolling around. It's getting dusk, getting dark. Get to the crossroads where you break off into the trail that goes towards Deeport and or north towards the swamp.
We want to just set up camp.
There is a small caravan here of mixed race, no Goliaths, dwarves, elves, humans,
Are they
and a few satyr,
are
actually.
they currently moving, or can we?
No, they can't.
Okay,
They can't. Up to you whether you want to integrate or whether you want to just pull off the side and do your own.
I'm gonna take a quick perusal to see if there's any handsomes.
May I retro something?
Please do.
Can I get the spear rack from Bobby before we left town?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He'd been hanging on to it because he could tune to more than I could.
Yeah.
So, but I think I would have just.
Legit, the only thing that he holds on to because he's in love with it is his sword. But everything else and anything else he got from you, including his lump of gold, he just gives back to you. He wants to forget more than anything.
Mm-hmm. I just rolled a 20 to see if there were any single hotties in that.
Oh, there absolutely are. There is this satyr gentleman who
Dwarves you mentioned.
they're all missing one of the 6 T's.
Yeah.
And can you, just because my memory is short, what are the 6 T's?
The 6 T's. Teeth.
Yeah.
Trustworthiness.
Yes.
Thickness.
Yeah.
They got to have some chonk.
Yeah.
Tastiness, which is how well they cook.
Mm-hmm.
The hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
And testicles times 2.
Testicle.
No,
Yeah.
no monoballs.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a satyr gentleman. He's a little on the smaller side, but I mean, you're not any smaller than a dwarf.
Is he furry?
Just on his lower half.
Oh, okay.
It makes him bearish.
Nice.
Makes him rather bearish, except for in a goaty way.
Flip Flop is like a couple feet away watching this and also listening.
Yeah, because we're.
I'm your.
I'm assuming you guys are fine camping with these guys. Bye. Yes, Shiloh's just gonna go off on a little flirt fest.
Gentlemen, nice, like, curling horns. Like, big, like, ram style.
Nice. What's his name?
Gregor.
How do you spell it?
Gregore.
Just one Gore. Okay.
No, 2 G's. Oh, yeah, 1 G in the...
Yeah,
Yeah, I see
yeah.
what you're saying. Sounds...
So Grady Bear.
Grady Bear.
Grady Bear.
No, it's Gregor.
So yeah, she's gonna be off flirting with him for a while.
I'll go around offering, just seeing if anybody needs any basic, not spell casting, but basic medicine checks.
They are actually a little haggard from the road, and the group, which is comprised of about 30 to 40 individuals, you don't see them all, some of them are already sleeping, are more than happy to receive any kind of assistance. They're running low on supplies. They know they're only a few days away from Deep-Port, but they're getting a little haggard from the road, so they are happy to have your
Basic checks.
blister slash...
Do you want any rules? Or do you want a montage one?
Give me a straight up montage. Okay. See how you do.
That would be a 24.
Oh, you are well liked by the end of your trip. And you actually notice, same as last time, you notice about 2/3 the way down, you stop hearing May. She stops knittering at you. Brother!
As we were leaving, that was another thing. I would have wished me well. Well, man, I'm off on my way. Do some more of the casting you always tell me about. Maybe we'll see you in the next go round.
She asks you to say hi to your brother for her and wish your family well, those living and past, as you see them.
Absolutely.
And please come back anytime. Like, it's... She just is that way. She is that sassy. She is that particular, but clearly has a love for you and welcomes you back. And you're welcome in her home anytime, she says, referring to Allegric, because that is where she has decided to live. But you are welcome back anytime. She's happy to receive you, and she can't wait to see you again. Is the gist of the conversation. But back to your medicine check. Yes, you heal blisters. There are some pregnant folk there, and you take a look at that. Prognosticate happy, healthy babies. You are the mommy whisperer. and generally well liked. You are offered food and a place to sleep for the night. They offer you not so much money, but anything that they can, because they don't have much, and what they do have, they would like to keep for setting themselves up.
No, obviously, yeah. And I'm not even worried about that part of it. I'm more trying to practice the medicine part of the family business here.
Yeah. You do run across, and you run across them too, Shiloh, in your flirtations. There is one dwarf who has a thinning hair and a kind of a wispy, shitty beard. It's red, slightly corpulent, and has a very distinct accent that you recognize. And it's not Ginger Bear, and it's not necessarily one of Ginger Bear's relatives, but he definitely has that timbre, that cadence to his voice, where that name.
I'm gonna go talk to him. I wonder how Ginger Bear's doing. I should probably not ask.
When you're making your rounds, he had suffered for some reason. He lost a pinky, and he's just, the wound smells vaguely of almonds, and he's wondering, and it's starting to hurt, and you can see the telltale like red spider up his arm. Can you do anything for me? It really hurts, sir. Hurts awful bad.
Well, I can certainly try, but we're going to need to make a bit of a walk. There's too many people here to attempt that.
Absolutely. I am Dodecarus.
Dodecarus?
Dodecarus of the Fernway. Don't be Dodecarus.
Yeah, it's Mr. Doe. Dickers. Dicker.
Her name is Shirley.
Dicker.
Why don't we go for a little wander there, sir? I'm actually going to take him back up the mountain until we're within a safe distance to cast. And I'm going to try and cast Lesser Restoration on him. At 24.
Absolutely. The infection draws out of his stump, and it seals up nicely and knits, and he's, oh my God, I feel so much better.
I'm afraid that's all I can do. I can't quite bring a finger back, but I can get rid of that.
You are a miracle worker, sir. Miracle worker. I will tell your tale far and wide, Mr. Shoefly. Schubert flies.
That is correct.
Mr. Shoefly. I will remember that. I travel some.
As do I, sir.
Have you ever come across my clan before?
No, sorry?
My clan, my people. We're Fernway.
I do not believe I have, no.
Huh. Well, you ask. Anytime you ever heard anybody but like me? Fernways.
Alright, I will remember that, sir.
Fernways. We owe you. I will tell. I will spread the word.
Is he loud and jovial like
very, very gregarious, outgoing.
Gregarious.
Thank you. Yeah. Gregarious. Sorry, it's the Gregor thing.
Gregorious, is that like thankful but in Russian?
He chants at you.
Did we hear any of that conversation?
You probably heard bits and pieces of it. You tried flirting with him, but you didn't like his teeth weren't quite right. He's kind of wispy.
I'm going to ask, though, if he is of the same family as Ginger Bear.
I might not be part of his family, he says, but he is part of my... We are family. We're clan.
Do you know if he's doing all right? He's a dragon now or something gross.
What?
Or Drakkar or whatever you call that.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know this. What's his name?
Junie Bear.
Junie Bear.
It was Juniper.
That's not who you started with. You started with Ginger Bear.
Oh, no.
Which was the traveling.
The other guy. Right,
and he did not. He's still.
Yeah. So I'm thinking of...
This is on brand for SHYLO.
Actually, I was going to say, I can't tell if it's in or out, but it works either way.
Flip flop's just like it.
His name is Juniper, not Ginger. Sorry.
You look like Ginger Bear, though, from like behind SHYLO. Flip-flop's head just sticks out sideways.
I might. I don't know. Is he Fernway?
Is that you?
I'm Fernway.
Then yes.
All right.
I would assume so.
Is he part of a clan? Again, I'll make it easy for you. You don't know. Okay. Does he travel around a lot?
Yeah.
He Fernway.
He got a big frog.
Does he mine?
No.
No.
He sells shit.
Yeah. He's Fernway. They sell shit. They travel around. We used to be like, we stay in the Green Mountain, but damn, Brandon did the rain barn. We're traveling. Meet people. Spread the word.
Of?
I don't know. This, that, the other. Ain't no one word. Lots of words. See? They're all coming to mouth right now.
Oh, those kind of words. I get what you mean.
Yeah, spread the word.
All words are made up.
Oh, you mean, okay, so all words. You spread all words. Got it.
Hey, the word. Tell a story. You got a story for me? I'll tell somebody about your story.
Oh, well, I have lots of stories.
Yeah.
I don't remember them all. Shiloh, do you have a story?
A wedding related story.
Shoot, you a story?
Oh, yeah, he picked my finger.
Oh, he's good at that.
So no word on Juniper.
I don't know your Juniper.
Okay. He used to be a fairy.
I'm coming up from the Green Mountain.
The Green Mountain. Where is that?
Oh, that's north, way north of here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Past the swamp.
He works in the Deep Port area.
Oh, no, I never been to Depot. I'm going now.
Well, he might be there.
Far away. You can travel far and away. Not near and far. Far away.
Shiloh's gonna go to bed.
I have a question for him.
Yeah.
Have you heard any interesting stories recently?
Like the fun, interesting, or like monsters, or stibbity stabs, or the jiggity jokes, or the
Monsters or like
well,
fairy tales?
well, there's dead dragon about 6 days back. That's pretty interesting.
Okay.
Way down, we run into some of them creepy people who don't believe in magic. Idiots.
Doesn't believe in magic.
Well, they believe in it, but they don't like it. They're dicks.
Well, that's
I don't like them.
Are they aesthetics? Is that what they're called?
Forsworn, aesthetics.
Yeah, we don't like them.
They're kind of dicks.
Yeah.
We ran into some Kari, tree people. Ran into them. They're fun. One gave me an acorn. Want to see my acorn? No, seriously, it's just an acorn.
It's probably magic.
Just an acorn.
Sure.
He said, find some nice dirt and put it in the dirt. He trusted me.
Oh.
Here's my acorn. And shows you an acorn. It's just an acorn.
Don't plant it here. Plant it.
Oh, no, this sucks.
A deep.
It's like, here, you can use it for me.
Just because of how my brain works. All I can think is when he pulled it out, oh no, there's a pack holding an acorn at me. Sorry.
Any other stories coming down the mountain? Have you heard any stories coming down?
I can go down the mountain.
Have you heard of any stories from up there?
No.
Oh,
Come up north.
Kelly, I'll tell him the story about the Nan coming back and all that.
That is a great story. Give me a charisma check just to see how well you relate and how much wedding stuff seeps into it.
A lot. 17.
Yeah, as you're relating this story, he's like, wait, slow down. He sits down and he whips out a pad and paper.
She does have her fleur titties on too, so.
Yeah, and he's ignoring your fleur titties, but he is enthralled by your story.
Huh.
And he has a tendency to yada yada the more relationship aspects of your story, but is super interested in
All the details.
all the details of.
So I'm going to tell him everything that's going to be heavy on, like,
Yeah.
be it all the attractive single boys in Electric, and how handsome Bobby's dad was, and how he almost got married, and blah, blah, blah.
If he understands at any point that you three are all together, he will then individually go to you two as well to see, like, give me details on this.
Lots of details on her short engagement to her love of her life, Callie Bear.
Before he was killed in a shredding accident.
I'll give as much detail as I can, only because I kind of get the feeling he's like a storyteller, so it's going to spread. And the more people in the more sections that know to keep an eye out for, the better off we are of someone finding her before she gets too big again.
Yeah.
I feel like this backfired. It's like, I want to know if people are talking about it, not tell people about it.
So the story is a lock. Like, he understands and he's interested in the story. Give me a wisdom or an intelligence, whatever you prefer, check, just to see how well you relate the details.
That's true. Okay.
Wisdom at 16.
Yeah.
Clockwork.
Okay, he's enthralled by like, yeah, give me more. Just every little bit he.
And I'll give him as much actual detail as I can.
And in the background, Flip Flop is just like aggressively flailing
Yeah.
and throwing in things like, but no one will listen to me. No!
With that pose too, the one leg sticks out. No.
Sounds like, well, fine.
Quick fun fact. Scions on Mundus can experience memories and have visions from touching items or when visiting places for the first time. Now back to the session.
Yeah, and we kind of skipped out on quick fun facts. If you guys want to give a quick fun fact, feel free.
Fun fact.
What's that?
I had a Felidae fun fact.
Ooh.
The Felidaes don't believe the world is flat. They all believe the world is round. Because no one has ever successfully pushed anything off of it.
Oh, they would know.
I like it. Outstanding.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I love that.
I hadn't really thought about one. I was more busy thinking about this.
Don't stress. That's why I didn't start that way this time, because normally we do the fun facts and then the wrap ups.
Yeah,
I was all excited about that one. I was like,
that is a good one. No, if she's gonna have one, I gotta come up with one. Some of the best are the ones that come up off the top of your head anyway. So.
I was saying we didn't do quick fun facts, but if you want to come up with one, you can. If you don't, it's totally fine. It's a weird session. So.
Oh, I know.
Okay, I got one.
Oh, Jeff's got one.
Shoe fly fun fact.
Yeah.
Back when he was a kid,
Yeah.
his brother, who was the older brother, practiced healing by mummifying Shoe more than once when they were kids.
Sans embalming.
A lot of bandages got wasted.
Mine is just that anxiety. It's pretty inappropriate for the boy to approach the girl. The girl does all the initiating, starts the relationships, does all the pursuing, all that kind of stuff. But then once they're married, then he has to try to keep her. So then that's when all his efforts start. So
Oh.
Ooh.
she just walks her.
Is that?
I'm getting something, but now I forget what it is.
Okay.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
Okay.
But yes, that whole conversation is he explains what happened. There's a lot of flip-flop interjection. And angry.
Yeah. And I told them.
They didn't listen to me, and then I panicked, and I should have cast a spell instead of jumping.
Quick fun fact. Land-based volcanoes are rare on Mundus, especially on the supercontinent's interior. Now back to the session.
And you can give me a charisma check too, just to see how well you relate that.
Oh, okay.
Your interjections, how they're received.
I don't overly care how they're received. More so, it's just flip-flop getting in the 2 cents that was ignored the whole time.
Or flip.
That's a 5. No, that's a 15. There's a 1.
There you go.
There you go, 15.
He went from yeah to yeah?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, thank you, kitty lady. Any other social interactions before we go to watchers?
I'm more curious if anyone else in this group is mumbling about this story before we told it.
No, there's nobody mentions anything, but once Dodicarus
We're not very quiet either.
once Dodicarus gets it out of y'all, he does go around like telling, "Oh my God, did you hear?"
Oh my God. No.
Can you believe it?
I'm picturing there was at least 3 people behind him. He started to, they're like, we were right here. Yes, we heard it.
Yeah, totally.
I love it.
And the whole time, like, what? That's what I do. So yeah, there is camp watches. If you guys decide that you want to take watches, your contributions would be accepted. However, they are not required. They do have a kind of a system set up. And you are welcome to camp with them or camp off to the side, and they will
Might as well.
avoid any danger.
I'd be willing to camp with them.
Yeah.
I won't bother standing watch, but I will let them know that if anything happens to wake me up because I'm good at keeping people going when stuff happens. If we got a big enough group and I've healed a whole bunch of them, I think I can rest for the night.
Oh. SHYLO does not have to sleep for 8 days.
She drink another one.
Yeah.
Flip flop, see SHYLO.
She has a wedding to plan.
Constitution check, please.
Constitution.
Just a groom now. Oh, that's an easier one.
It's a skill check, right?
Yeah.
6. That seems not good.
You're really starting to like this potion.
Yeah, I do. I'm like,
She's injecting Red Bull.
Quick fun fact. If you don't have time to watch full episodes, we are constantly making new YouTube shorts of some of the funny moments. Now back to the session.
Yeah, Flip flop sees SHYLO drink a potion and goes and climbs up a tree and sleeps in the branch.
SHYLO's gonna make use of this extra time to finish erasing Callie Bear's name from her remaining rather tattered wedding invitations. And she's going to use the extra time to flirt with additional people because Greggy Bear is kind of boring. Like, I've been gone from his presence for 15 minutes and he has not come back to find me. So, not interested.
And really, after how long they've been on the road, you're not sure. They're not entirely sure how long they've been on the road. But he's
The hygiene.
kind of dubious in the hygiene. Good from afar, but far from
Yeah, so I'm going to cross him off the 62 wedding invitations that I did fill out and get his name off there because
SHYLO,
no.
I have a question. Is one of your T's 2 legs? Because he had 4.
No, I'm not really super concerned about the leg quantity, but I should maybe include something to do with leg.
the humanoid.
Mhm. Yeah, so I'll be thinking about that. Thank you.
By the end of this, I don't know when it's going to end or how it's going to end. By the end of this, your list is going to be like the 78 T's of love.
True love.
True love.
It's a teenager magazine, isn't it?
Oh my
It's like
God.
Teen Bob.
It's a series of novels.
You never read Teen Bob.
You're right. I never read them.
Oh, I definitely
all that
did
bullshit
not.
that was in that stuff.
God. So, night passes without incident.
As we sleep for
I thought you wanted us to do
Because you guys actually aren't taking watches.
because we're part of the
You're
group.
part of the group.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. No, just clarifying because you were just mentioning that. So.
Yeah. Night passes without incident. You hear the celestial chicken give you a hearty cock-a-doodle-doo, and
Can I kill it?
as with every morning, flip-flop, you hear the rooster. Do you find the rooster?
I rolled a 97. I am hunting the rooster.
Okay. You search the perimeter. You see no chickens. You do find 5 pheasants and murder them handily. However, no rooster.
Okay, I bring the pheasants back.
Throw them down at the fire.
It's the fireside.
Day 5076, still no rooster.
Yeah, pretty much. That's another line in the book.
And we'll just make it easy. Dodecarus, who seems to be the de facto leader, not leader in this Arco Syncinus, whatever. What was the from Holy Grail? Narco Syndicate Commune?
In the Holy Grail?
Yeah, where they old woman, man.
Oh,
It's like a narco syndicate.
God, yeah, it's been a long time.
So anyway,
Yeah, anyway.
Dodecarus, who is the de facto leader, not leader in this tribe, says, or caravan says, you're welcome to travel with us. Just to keep this safe
Let's do it.
in camp. You're not going to get there quite as quickly, but regardless,
We don't have to walk the whole way or ride the whole way.
No. You can sit up.
You can flirt the whole way.
I love it.
Fucking way.
Love it.
I'm going to spend the trip chatting with Hai, catching him up on everything with Great Aunt May.
To which he is very pleased to hear that Aunt May is doing well. He hasn't seen her, wondered where she was. Muses on why he was not able to follow you. He basically just waited at that point for you to show up.
And that would have been something else I would have asked him about, is how come he wasn't there. But if he doesn't know either. So.
Yeah, you disappeared, so he decided, okay, something happened to you, so he waited for you on the road. Time is relative to him now, so
Yeah.
He didn't feel the urge or even the ability to be able to proceed up the mountain more. It's almost like May had done some territorial pissings. It was weird. He doesn't fully understand what happened.
He just knows he couldn't quite go.
Just knows he could not hear you past a certain point, so decided that, when lost in the woods, the best thing to do is hunker down and wait for somebody to find you.
Interesting.
So he doesn't fully understand it. And May just never talked about it, just that Allegra was her home and welcome.
Hey.
The journey is, and I'm just going to montage the rest of it, is reasonably uneventful. You come wheeling into Deepport after a few days, because there's going to be at least one more night of camping, and they go a little slower, so probably two. You come wheeling into Deepport. The caravan itself breaks off into their component parts. Some are looking for relatives that are already there. Some people are trying to decide between Bob's and Pesto's. Some people are checking the message boards. Some people are trying to buy stock. All manner of things are happening. You all notice that the Juniper Ferry post has been brightly decorated. And there is, instead of just a big barge, like just a plain wooden... on the Juniper Ferry post, there is a nice hand drawing of a very, not just wooden construction, but wood and metal and a high-tech looking barge. It's still called Juniper's Ferry, and it's got a smiling dragon on the part of Juniper Ferry. It's like Juniper's smiling dragon face ferry, and then this fancy high-tech looking ferry. The ferry itself is not there, so you'd assume that it is on the far side. But yeah, and there's a lineup of people looking to get on to Juniper's Ferry.
Sweet.
And almost to the point of excluding the other two ferries that run.
Well, it's good to see he's thriving, despite his physical limitations.
You could have asked Shu how it worked.
I don't have penis.
You don't know how it works?
I would put it on my list, but it's a little
Gauche.
needs to be classy. Gotta keep it classy.
The penises, isn't that what?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are in town.
Reproductives.
Yeah. don't we have a tower we own?
Okay,
That was good.
to quickly recap so everybody remembers, you have a job that is outstanding.
We do?
What is it?
Not for you guys, but something that you contracted out.
Yes.
Yeah,
The rat.
I know.
You have Penarol Tower
Yes.
that you possess.
Which we can move into now.
You were told you were told to be notified. Now it's been more than a week, probably, or close to a week since you've been back. And you also have land in Kathy's Bend.
Bitches.
What is your first port of call? Are you going to Penarol Tower? Are you going to Pesto's? Are you going to?
I have to go
Bob's?
to the hotel to get all of my love letters
Okay.
and bring them back to the tower.
I'll tell you what, while you do that, Flip Flop, do you want to go with me to see the champion Newstead, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to remember which champion, which town.
Draves to Springfield.
Yes, I knew it wasn't Dre's, but I couldn't remember if it was Newstead here. And go see Newstead and see if we can move into the tower, take over.
Okay.
So we'll do that. We'll
Okay.
go head over to Newstead let her know we're back in town and find out what the status on the tower is.
Okay.
Because like you said, they said they'd let us know, but we've been out of town for a week, so...
Though we here at Jerk DM have lore guides and fun facts coming out our wazoos, we would like to hear from you, our 2 or 3 listeners. If you have a request for a future lore guide, bestiary, or a quick fun fact, we'd love to hear from you. What about the world would you like to know more about? Please feel free to leave your request in the comments. Now back to the session.
You head on over to the Civic Building / Newstead's house and go to the front foyer, and there's a receptionist sitting at the desk. Hello, how can I help you? Little, unbearded dwarven woman.
We were just wondering if Champion Newstead was in now. We're wanted to chat about the tower and where things stood.
Oh.
And she also wanted us to let her know when we got back into town after.
We should probably also tell her what happened.
You guys are the pennies, yes?
Yeah, that's the 2 of us for now, yeah.
Newstead is out right now, but plops a key down on the counter. Sorry, a ring of keys. There's 3 on there. There are the keys to Penroll Tower. Thank you for your patience.
No, much appreciated. Would you do us a favor? When Newstead does come back, would you ask her to swing by? There's some news that we'd like to give her.
Yeah, starts writing down the note. I will absolutely.
Because you're right, we should let Newstead know about the first lich ever is back again. That's something they should know, I think. That is a very good call, Flip-Flop.
Maybe we'll listen to Flip-Flop for once. Oh, we'll try it. Suspicious.
Now, when they gave us the keys, did Flip-Flop bat at them for a bit or actually take
Flip-Flop grabbed the ring and they moved. Started banging. Eyes go black. Keys drop on the ground and I jump on them. We go chasing them like that.
You wheel into the boss's front desk.
At the hotel where I got to go back up to my room to get all those letters that I left in that room.
Yeah. And yeah, they're still sprawled out on the bed. They've been kind of organized into neat little piles, but really.
Yeah.
It's-
I'm just going to be shoving them back in the big burlap sack.
Okay.
Haul them back.
So you grab your burlap sack full of letters and go down to the front desk.
Yep. And I'm
Hello. Welcome to Bob's. I'm Bob today.
Hi, Bob.
Excuse me.
I'm just checking out of my room now.
Should I take it off your tab?
Does Shu have a tab here?
I don't know. I don't think
Can I
so.
start a tab for him and then take it out of that tab?
No.
How much do I owe you?
Let me do the calculations on this. He puts on like an accounting cap, wheels around to an adding machine, basically a glorified abacus with like a big lever on the side, probably just for show.
Mail service.
Yeah.
Lots of mail service.
Mail service.
Courier service. Massages.
He goes, oh, by the way, this came for you. And it's not part of your usual collection.
Okay. We'll tuck that in the
Okay.
girls and read that later.
Just give me a second and actually.
So I'm going to do all my letter stuff. Haul those to Penrose Tower. I got to go check the message board. I got to write a letter to my aunt. I'm just doing all that kind of stuff.
Trippy Froppy.
Once I calm down with the keys,
Yes.
I take one key off of the ring,
Yeah.
tie it to a piece of string somehow, get it tucked somehow like a
Back up into your string. Yeah.
yeah, tucked in there. Actually, no, I get it tucked up in the lining of my hat.
Yeah. Do you attach a note to it so it says what it is, or do you just
I just
trust that you're gonna
trust
remember?
that I'm going to
I'll
remember.
remember.
I'm tying it to a string in the inside of my hat.
In your hat.
And then I give the other 2 keys to shoot.
Shoo, you got 2 keys.
Out of curiosity, were they basically same? Like, is it like 3 copies, or is it 1 key for the?
Nope, identical copies.
Okay, so it is just we each have a key. Is the idea?
I'm
Okay,
giving you 2 of them.
I will. I will make sure that they're looked after. Everything else. Here you are, sir. I'm assuming that's what you were looking for.
Oh yeah.
It was in your expanded tables. You moved
That's
it out.
why. That's actually not that bad. I expected more.
And it's a room rental for 7 days,
10.
10 days.
1 week here is 10 days.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And you had a lot of spa treatments.
I had a lot, like basically a daily massage, daily mail service.
And this is up and above the normal that Penroll just paid for you. So
Yeah.
it's
Wasn't there some of it paid for by Newstead? Like a week of it was paid for by Newstead or something? Or just a couple days. Her first couple days were.
Penroll actually had covered a lot of it, but just the room side of it. Like in Penroll's estate had covered a lot of it. But just the room side, not like the mani pedi.
And
The main petty and the mail service and the concierge.
For a couple of days.
Comes to 20 gold, ma'am.
Whew, okay. Well, I have 47
Thanks, Joe.
gold
Yeah, no-
credit in your store,
Yeah.
so you can just take it out of
So you've got how much credit?
47 gold
Okay.
at your store in credits. So you can take it out of
At the store?
No, that's the bank.
Bob's.
at the bank.
Bob's has the bank.
Yeah,
I've
at
got
Bob's.
I'm the one who has store credit.
Sorry, at
the-
Bob's.
Yeah.
So how much did I owe you out of that?
20.
20?
Yeah.
Okay, so I still have 17 gold in store credit.
Bob's credit.
Yeah, Bob's credit.
You had how much gold that you had there originally?
I had a lot more than that.
No, you just said, I thought you said
You
you
said
had 47 and you
Should-
gave him 20. Did you give him
Oh.
a 10 gold tip?
I did. That's how Shiloh does math.
That's not surprising.
I know. I shouldn't have
Is
done
there
I have,
like
I have a little bit more
a
than
banker
I
or something in town that we can take the melted gold to have it exchanged for? Because we've got, like, I've got I think mine was $40 worth of.
You know that the general store would probably
Just
convert it for you.
convert it. Okay. So Bobby had, I think, 40 gold. I think about that, and I had 130. So I'm going to take that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Cletus and just ask him, A, is he interested in this? It's just happened to got melted. And if he is, can he just put it into our group store
Okay.
credit? Because we have 180 gold in store credit right now. So I'm giving him essentially $170 of melted gold and asking him what he would give us in terms of.
1 for 1. What the hell? I trust you. He weighs it. It works out to be about what you say it is. Yeah, good enough. 1 to 1.
You're a good man, Cletus. I do like doing business with you.
You're good customers and you're property owners in the community, so anybody else I might try and pinch a little bit, but
Surprised you had
I'm gonna go back to the tower. And is the door unlocked? Because if it's not, I'm gonna try to get in. Aggressive,
magically sealed.
like aggressive.
okay. How are you aggressively trying to get into this room?
This is a war hammer attempt
Yeah,
to get into the door.
give it a shot.
You're just gonna start like
Roll strength check.
We're not there.
I know. I was trying to out a character,
dirty
but
20.
I realize I can't.
Dirty 20. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Strike the lock, the locking mechanism, and just basically it stays on the hinges, but opens, closes, but yeah, and then back open.
And I'm
Okay.
gonna go set myself up in the master bedroom, like whatever the biggest room is, because obviously I need
Yeah,
room for my mail.
The room with the well in it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go in there.
Tent with a room with the waterbed.
Yeah.
And all the sex shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been closed up for a while. It kind of
Nice.
smells musty. It's a log cabin that's
Okay. And it's nice because the letters that I think are boring, I can just like shove them down into that well.
It's Penrose too.
just gonna throw them into Penroll's tomb.
She, you know what? And if she knew
You know
it, she'd do
what?
it on purpose. So you read this one and tell me what you think.
It's like a wishing well.
Yeah.
All right. So when
You're lucky Shu is not the mischievous type, because you'd have to be waking up to a hell of a lot of shit every fucking morning.
Hey, I'm the cat.
do you two split up because you're going to get to the general store to see if Cletus is going to help you out? You've got a key.
Yeah, I start walking back to the tower and I watch SHYLO smash in the door and go, well, that was useless.
Yeah.
And I go back into town and I go, I need a lock. I need a new door lock.
You walk into Cletus's, and Shu's probably just walking out. Cletus is like, you be good.
I'm always good.
You're always good, yes. You are the best you can be.
Yeah.
How can I help you?
SHYLO broke the lock on Penril Tower. I need a new one.
Did you break the lock or the jam?
Well, I watched her hit it with her axe and it went through the door. And the door opened and closed, so there's no more lock on the door. I might need a whole door.
I'll tell you what, I've got a guy who goes around on Tuesdays. Or whatever day of the week. I haven't figured these out yet. So I'll have him come around tomorrow and take a look at it for you. Can you survive the night?
And I still, you were walking in as I was getting ready, so I'd still be
I
there.
walked in and opened the door and went, I need a lock.
Yeah, well, I'll make sure that SHYLO stands right out front there for the entire evening.
She doesn't have to sleep, so.
Call me a silly old coot, but don't you dabble in the arcane? Magic, my dear. Can't you fix this yourself?
I've never done that before.
Oh.
I usually break things.
Oh.
I'm not good at fixing them.
All right.
I never tried. I guess I can try. What's the worst that could happen? Right, shoot. What's the worst that could happen, Calvin?
It's more than 300 feet from my store. Nothing.
As you say that, I reach out to kind of pet your back and run my finger down your spine, indicating all of the bumps of what could go wrong.
Flip's unhappy.
Yeah, SHYLO's on the waterbed.
Yeah, no, the waterbed. I popped that sucker. They repaired everything.
Things were fixed.
Yeah. Were they?
Your absence.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a new
Blood was
waterbed.
cleaned up. Things were fixed. The well is still there.
Oh, okay.
Well, I could certainly try. It might be interesting.
I can try.
Yeah, she's swinging in the swing. That's weirdly in the master bedroom.
Yeah.
And she's reading her letters, just swinging.
Okay.
I'll when we get there, I will try. I'll let Flip Flop know to give space. I don't care if SHYLO gets in, since she's the one who smashed it.
When she hears you guys down there, I'll be like, guys, hi, welcome home. Our door's broken.
You look out the window, Flip Flop's 105 feet away from the tower, just looking at you.
This is a place where you keep scented candles and.
Oh my god.
That is a 13 on a 0 level unknown spell.
With disadvantage? Yeah. Yeah, you managed to, because it's a 0 level. Yeah, you managed to pull it together. And
So I cast Reforge and fix the lock and the door and everything.
Yeah.
Especially because this way we don't need to get new keys and whatnot. SHYLO does not get a key. No, I'm not. I do go up. I take the key off the ring. SHYLO, there's other ways in. And the next time I will change it so you can't. And I give her a little knock on the head with the key and drop it in the middle of her book and go back downstairs.
Why did you give her that?
I would like to retroactive a little bit in the store with Cletus, especially since she was giving us 1-to-1. But I'm going to spend $50 of this party funds to get a few supplies for the tower. Just a little bit of food, some water, some stuff so we can stay a couple days and then figure out where we're going from there.
Lots of months. Yeah.
What is this planning bullshit?
Ample.
Yeah, what?
If you guys
At least one of us has to do it, apparently.
so you guys are
Pheasants are perfectly good food.
nutritious, delicious.
Easily available.
Feathers to play with after.
Don't even have to cook them.
Something.
Yeah, but you get up in the middle of the night. You don't want to go hunting. You just want that freaking snack.
What do you mean?
And as far as I know, you can't get whiskey from pheasants. So
What do you mean you don't want to go hunting? I don't understand this concept.
that's true. You wouldn't.
As you guys are wandering around the tower, it was actually cleaned up really, really well.
You can hear her swinging, creak, 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 in the swing upstairs.
Everything is basically as it was. The food is missing, clearly. And then the only items that are actually not in the tower still are the telescopes on the roof.
No.
They have been removed.
Those bastards.
That's probably for the best.
Is the roof protected from the elements?
Yes.
With magic?
It's so from the exterior it looks like a roof, but from the interior it looks like there is no roof.
That's
Nice. So my bedroom has like a sky view?
No, I'm going
Your
up
bedroom
there.
is totally enclosed.
Mine is the floor below
Yes.
the top floor. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is 100% where flip flops
Dang.
stays.
And again, just as Shu had discovered last time, you can actually just he was the spirit at that time. You can actually just hop off the roof easily.
Perfect.
But things cannot hop in.
Okay.
Of course, if you hop off, you are going to fall 3 stories to the ground and probably hurt yourself
Yeah,
badly.
I would psionically hop.
I just portal down and attack things.
And the basement is where the tunnel is totally bricked over. They've fixed that up
Fully bricked
nicely.
again. Okay.
Are there more than, because I mean, he had his room and Shiloh has cleaned it, but are there other rooms?
No,
in
there
this
was
place?
there was the main floor, which was
The office, living room area.
the next room floor up was the kitchen, bathroom off the kitchen, and bedroom half kind of. So half
Yeah,
kitchen,
okay.
half bathroom, half bedroom, and then the roof.
Well, I'm just going upstairs to the main
Main bedroom.
I don't care that Shiloh claimed it as hers. This is our towers.
Yeah.
The other point of note, actually, that I forgot to mention was as you're making your way through town, amazing progress has been made on the town hall building. A limestone building. They've got the foundation is entirely done. You don't know how many stories it's going to be, but the first story is almost completely framed in,
Nice.
so to speak.
Is
Again, in masonry, but and
that where the hole was?
yes, where the hole was. So
Cool.
the hole's been covered over and the walls are being built. Remember, you were the tentacle rats?
Why do they like to build
and the
buildings?
click
on-
labs.
Oh, right.
The second,
Yeah,
like our second session.
Yeah, so they covered
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they've covered it over. They finished. It looks like they finished the basement. They built the first
Okay.
floor.
Oh, they built the town hall over top of.
Yeah, that was the core. So they were quarrying out a basement to get limestone
And that's when we
to
hit it.
build the structure.
That's
Okay.
Did they fill it in? Or did they just cover it like they covered Gertrude's tomb?
You don't know entirely.
Oh, yay!
So yes, there might be a some sort of demonic portal. In the
Woo,
basement.
fun!
I know, right?
I always wanted a town with a demonic portal underneath the town hall.
That is the session title. The demonic portal in the basement.
Just like I've always wanted a demonic portal.
Typical.
That's
That was way more in flip flop than it was.
There's a demonic portal in the basement. Okay.
There might be.
And you all notice as you're heading to Penarol Tower that there are, so not just like masons and buildermen and worker dudes and worker people all over the place, but there are a few casters that seem to be doing things with stone, like either levitating them or like almost fabricating them on the spot. So it's not just masons, but what's the word I'm looking for?
Are they hiring?
Are they hiring?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're always looking for labor.
You mean contractors? Was that the word you were looking for, Tom?
No, the word I was looking for was some sort of an amalgam of how the hell do I say it? So like necromancer, cryomancer, masonmancer, like is stone basically, stonemancy,
Lithomancer.
lithomancer. Yeah, I actually kind of like lithomancer. Lithomancer it is. Yeah, and there seem to be lithomancers. Yes.
Geomancer?
Yeah.
Yeah, geomancer, yeah, would be it.
Easier to say.
So, and it is making rapid progress.
Shiloh, as she's reading through her letters in bed, sits up, just suddenly remembering that we had hired people to do something for us when we were here
You feel a
last.
tingle in your
Yeah, and
boobs.
I'm like, I should maybe mention something to Shu.
You have that
Oh,
letter.
my other letter too. Yeah, this
letter
is my
that-
moment of remembering.
Yeah, it's the letter that you were handed while you were at
Yeah, I'm
Bob's.
gonna pull that open and take a perusal and see.
It says, in regards to your contract, considered to be fulfilled, corpses of your hirelings were found not more than 2 days ago.
I'm gonna bring that to Shu.
Partly consumed, no evidence as to their discovery or cause of death. However, bite marks were found on the corpses.
I'm gonna just give that to Shu because
Wait, do you wake me? Like, is this middle of the night? You wake me up?
I'm awake.
So
because
you're in the swing or you're in the waterbed?
I was in the waterbed when I did that.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm awake because I'm like drank my potion.
I know you are, but do you pay attention to the fact that I'm asleep?
I'm shy.
No. Do you have to ask?
Where are you sleeping anyway?
I'm curled up in there was like an armchair.
Yeah, there's a
wasn't
big
there?
armchair, yeah.
Okay.
I'm like just sort of.
Yeah.
You know how you do that? You're slouched down a bit, your chin's on your feet sticking straight out. That's about the best I can do in this frickin' situation. So that's what I'm doing until we get a little more furniture or something in here.
The room is definitely big enough to subdivide.
You can I'll wake you up because I'm gonna, under the pretense that I'm gonna say that you can move into the waterbed because I can move into the swing because I don't need to sleep. And then I'm gonna mention all the other stuff that I remembered and want to talk about.
And by the way, did you ever think that we're worms?
We're like tubes, just like worms.
Just like worms.
I am unlucky, and I made a random luck check for myself. I'm only unlucky enough that this actually wakes me up for an hour. Not that I give a shit at the moment, but I can't fall back asleep for almost an hour, and I'm sitting in the chair. Goddamn.
Is it the swing?
Yeah.
Goddamn shy, just don't understand sleep.
And then from trying to jump from the swing onto the waterbed.
See, this is that adventuring part I don't like. The other people part of it. Goddamn.
Needless to say, in the morning, the waterbed is broken.
Both of me this time. So Flaps up slept on the roof.
It's up on the roof?
Yeah.
It's just as warm as the rest of the building.
Yeah.
It actually holds out the
Elements.
air.
But I could fall off it in my sleep if I rolled off of it, right?
Yeah, if you slept walk or anything, you could easily fall off the roof.
I have to figure out if the flop sleepwalks. Make no promises. SHYLO, I need you to help me with something.
Sure.
I want the table upstairs. This is my table.
So you want
The table.
The table.
Floor?
The table. I want my table upstairs.
from the main floor?
Yeah.
The one that she's carved.
Oh.
See, look! I point underneath.
I'm gonna try to lift it. I'll try to lift it on my own. I'm pretty
I can't.
Oh, I'm very weak and broke a nail. Do I have to roll for this?
No, you don't.
I can
It's
lift it
a
too.
human-sized table.
Oh, jeez, it's a little.
It's
a doll table.
it's somebody twice my size picking this up and
Yeah.
just walking it
Oh,
upstairs.
yeah.
It's
Oh.
awkward only because the stairway's
Right in the middle.
I'll get it up there for you.
Yeah.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
You can hear us moving it a little to the left the rest of the afternoon.
I was just assuming you woke up in the middle of the night.
Oh yeah, it's the middle of the night. Shiloh, Flip-Flop's just sitting there going.
Action.
And the best part is
Yes.
there's a room where I can push things off the edge.
So another random luck check. This one worked out in my favor. The random squeaking of them moving it back and forth is white noise. That's what puts you back to sleep finally.
We don't need a story to follow. We just do a shoot some building and we will do.
I think we're gonna be very happy here.
I take Penroll's duster and I do my normal fold it up underneath the table and I lay on top of it. Yeah. Yeah. I still wear Penroll's duster. And I sleep on it every night. I think.
Morning comes. Celestial rooster crows.
Do you begin the hunt?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's one away from that being real bad.
Oh yeah, she's giving her.
Yeah.
You're on the edge,
I'm on the edge of the roof.
looking, and you see off in the distance towards the town square beyond, a boat has just unloaded a whole whack of chickens.
Oh,
This seems the logical source for the celestial rooster.
all right. I'm going to the dock. Flip-flop comes down the stairs, not talking, and walks out the door and shuts it. And walks towards the docks.
Yeah. Along the fence tops.
Yeah.
Down. Barrels.
I like it.
Yeah.
Basically parkours
Yeah.
her way there.
In front of the general store, down, hides behind a barrel.
Yeah.
Sees the cluster of possibly 50 chicken coops, like little cages, like the ones where they just cram in there for shipping, come in fresh from the mainland this morning.
Any roosters in that little?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
And the roosters are all in their own individual cages away, like separated by hens.
Mm-hmm. How watched are they?
People are milling about. They seem
Not
like
enough.
they've unloaded this. Yeah, not nearly.
Not enough that I could,
enough.
Not nearly
grab
enough.
a rooster cage
Yeah,
and walk
not
away
enough.
with it.
You can make an intelligence check for which you think is the rooster who is culpable
investigation?
for the morning crow. Yes.
Yeah, the one I have, like,
The one with the most attitude.
You watch them studiously for what seems like hours, which is probably seconds.
dirty 20.
And there is this lovely red-combed, blue and brownish colored rooster.
Uh-huh.
Seems celestial roostery to you.
Perfect.
It's not even going to be a difficult jangle pull. You just like
Yep. Slowly move away with the rooster.
you find a concealed alley.
Yeah. Oh, and I rip that rooster out of there so fast. Blood everywhere.
So chicken for breakfast?
Yes.
Quick fun fact. From time to time, I talk just to hear my own voice. Now back to the session.
Take any remnants of feathers.
Yeah.
And I throw them back in the cage, the little crate that it's in, and I take that back with me while chewing on a chicken foot.
Okay.
And I walk back into the tower, covered in chicken blood. Nice.
When I get up in the morning, first thing I'm going to do is head back to the shop to talk to Cletus about getting some kind of bed. It doesn't have to be giant, but I just want something I can actually sleep in for the tower.
Okay.
Are you sleeping in the same room as SHYLO? Yeah.
We kind of are. Think of it as like a large, unless I'm wrong, Tom, correct me, but it's like a large round room with sort of divider walls.
Okay, so yeah, you can.
Because that's about the only place, like the main floor is...
Here, for clarity, because it does exist as a map.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the layout. So one side was Penrol's room, the other side was
Oh, perfect.
kitchen,
And
like larder, kitchen, and then bathroom was here.
Okay.
So it can be subdivided.
Yeah,
easily.
we'll divide it and then.
Like, you've
well
taken
was
the
right
roof as it is, so, I mean, we could just kind of divide it here and
kick
you
out
have-
a new door here, and there we
you
go.
can sleep
Easily.
on the roof. I don't care.
No, I just... And then you seem happy sleeping up there
I'm
on
quite
your
content.
table. So we just need to split the bedroom in half for you and me, basically.
There we go.
We'll go chat with some of the geomancers and offer to help if they can help us just sort
do a
of
little.
put one divider and doorway in this area and we'll help them for the day in exchange.
Fucking this old house.
Tower flipping with the shiny pennies.
Tower flipping.
If I'm on the tower and I yell, can people hear me? Like if I see Shoo walk out of the tower and go, Shoo! Does he hear me?
Yeah, you hear a voice.
Do I make it out or do I just hear random?
Clearly flip-flop going, shoo!
And I know that Flip Flop would have gone upstairs, so even though I can't see, I just look straight up. Yeah, what can I help you with there?
Didn't Penrol want this tower to be stone? Can't they do that? And I point, but she doesn't know where I'm pointing. Because I don't understand the magic quite yet.
He did, but he had also said when it was time to finish. I believe he felt the town was more important first, but that is something we can look at afterward, yeah. It's a good thought there.
Wasn't that important to him? I feel like that would have been more important to Penrol than the town hall.
It's what Penny would have wanted.
It's really what Penrol would have wanted. Like,
It's what that dead person would have wanted, you know.
yeah, like really? How do you sleep in the room with his tomb anyway? I'm just like shouting this all from there. Flip-flop goes off on a tangent and then just starts kind of mumbling.
You're talking to the tower. People are like walking by going like,
And at this point, Shu was seriously considering taking up smoking just for these these types of conversations, so he could sit there and roll a cigarette as this is going on.
We're gonna drive him to ruin an addiction for sure.
wow. Yeah, so you guys carry on with your conversation, and the locals look on bewildered.
Flicker in your other off the top of
And
the
you're
tower.
up
Because the cage is now like a trophy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. And now I have
So there's-
to put things in.
So there's an empty rooster cage at the table on the roof
Yeah, with some feathers in the rooster cage.
with some feathers.
Yeah.
Hey, if you leave it open on the roof, maybe another chicken will get into it.
Put some feed in it.
Yeah.
We'll find food.
I'll catch that rooster.
I got that rooster. There's a new celestial rooster every single day that must be murdered.
Must be murdered. Shu, are you heading to the worksite to see if you can speak to some geomancers?
First, I'm going to go arrange bed.
Oh, bed. Yes, you go to arrange bed. He says he'll place an order with Deep Isla, and it should be here beginning of next week.
Okay. I have no idea how much that would cost.
Unless you can find a local farmer who'd be willing to craft something for you, but then even then it would take
No,
probably
I'm
the same
fine
amount
with
of
just getting a. I'll find that later. And then I will go chat with the geomancers.
Okay. The lead geomancer, his name is Bob Vila.
Nice.
He has a fine beard and a majestic full head of hair.
I'm not there, unfortunately.
No.
Bob Bila?
Vila with a V.
No, okay, just actually Bob Vila. All right.
Say Bob Vila. I'm not.
No, there's a lot of times you like to tweak it slightly to make it your own thing. So
Bob Vila.
I am good with that. I just wanted to make sure I had it written out right.
Was either that or Norm Abram? But Bob, we're gonna go with Bob.
Bob.
Such a common name.
Is he one of the Bobs? Or
No, he is not one of the Bobs. I will show you in reality who Bob Vila is later,
Okay.
because Bob Vila is a real person.
That was 80s, right? 80s,
Yeah.
90s.
Remember the 80s?
He was essentially like the first like home improvement do-it-yourself guy back in the 80s. He had a TV show and everything like that.
Huh. I think I probably would.
You'd probably recognize him just because it was impossible not to see him everywhere.
Yeah.
And Norm Abram was the other guy who was on that same show for a while, then eventually broke off, started his own show.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yay, 80s.
Yeah. God, we're old, Tom.
Yes, certainly are.
Always be older than me.
Yeah.
True.
Damn kids these days.
Don't even know who Bob Vila is. What the fuck is wrong with kids? Go back to the 80s when life
Oh
was...
no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So what are you doing, Shiloh?
I don't know. Oh, I'm reading my.
She's
love
reading
letters.
letters in her
Yeah.
swing.
Yeah, in the swing and.
While she's doing that, I'd like to just go inspect the hook that she's swinging on to see if she's wearing it down or if it's about to fall out of the ceiling.
No, no, it's a sturdily made...
It's built for 3.
It's built for at least 3.
Could it be unscrewed?
It could be, if you really wanted to be.
Okay. I'm just making notes.
It is into one of the main beams that hold up the your floor, her ceiling.
Gotcha.
Robust timber.
Okay.
Yep.
I go back up and I just observe
Yeah.
from the top of the tower.
Shiloh's also working on her expanding her 60s of Love into full book form. So
Yeah.
she's writing out
There's like 2 or 3 chapters for every
Yeah,
tea
for
and
each
why
I'm gonna
this is
guess a
tea.
bed
Yeah,
would fall
yeah.
under
How important
simple
it is on
large
stable tea.
furniture.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Okay. Just I want to keep note on my funds and
Expenditures.
I try and pay attention to that.
Can I see Newstead from the top of the tower yet?
You cannot. You
No.
can see Newstead's house,
But
Easily.
nothing from there.
but not Newstead.
Why'd they have to take the telescopes? This would be so much easier if I had them.
You could always buy new telescopes.
But there were telescopes here. They took them.
Yes, there were.
I think we should lodge a formal complaint.
With Newstead.
Yeah, I'd like one of the telescopes back, please.
It was our property. We took it.
Shu, you were having a discussion with Bob Vila.
Good afternoon, sir. Good morning, sir. My
Good-
name is
Good morning.
Shufla.
Good morning. Welcome to my job site. How can I help you?
Well, I am part of the Shiny Pennies. One of the ones who have taken
yes,
over.
I've heard all about you. I arrived while you were out of town. It is a pleasure to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, sir.
Fellow practitioner, even if it is the other side of the coin.
I do appreciate that, and I appreciate your efforts. It looks like you're doing quite the good job here.
Only the best work. Only the best work.
Your men seem to have quite the skill. I was wondering if I might be able to borrow or hire one or two of them just for an hour or so.
Oh, we are booked solid through the summer, sir. You might be able to get me in the fall. However, with this kind of a high-profile job, I am much sought after.
Well, if I might explain all we needed, we might be able to come to an agreement, but as we have just moved into Pennerill's Tower now, we need one small divider and one lock moved. I don't imagine it would be more than an hour of work. I was hoping one of your gentlemen...
Stone are we talking?
I have a feeling you would know much better than I would, sir. It doesn't even have to be during the day. It could be during the evening, and I'd be more than willing to pay either in fee, or if I could offer some trade, maybe if some of your men are injured, I could help them out, or we could help you with this in exchange.
Fair. I assume it's the same limestone construction as we're working on here?
I believe so, yes, sir. It's all from this area.
Oh, all right. Let's go take a look before things get
Sweet. We're so persuasive.
So
I don't know how. I think I might have the worst charisma in the group at the moment.
He wanders over. Fame does a little thing. He wanders over and immediately stops and goes, You're a healer, right?
Yeah, that is true, sir.
Are you feeling all right, sir?
Yeah, I feel just
You
fine.
realize that this tower is entirely wood.
That's what I've been telling him.
I thought it was...
He looks around.
I thought it was stone on the inside. No. Okay, well then that was my confusion. I probably would not have done that, realizing that it was looking at it.
You wanted a bed, didn't you?
You want
Yeah, the bed I just ordered.
You want like an arbormancer? I'm more of a geostone, sir. Geo-arbor. Not the same. I can give you a price to rebuild the place in stone, but it's
Yes, please.
it's not going to be cheap. Who the hell is talking to you?
That's one of the other pennies. She's up on the roof there.
I wave. He can't.
He can't.
You should look at shale roof. Maybe do something for insulation. It doesn't get very cold here in the winter, but you know.
Are you standing
warm.
outside the tower? On
I got... See... Jeff personally got mixed up because this looks like stone. I forgot that the tower was wood, so I honestly wouldn't have gone and done any of this. Because Shu would have looked around and saw that it was wood and not thought to go to the geomancer. Jeff, however, saw a picture with stone.
And Flip Flop's thrilled that she thinks you listened.
It's all on brand.
You know what? Actually, you just let the whole thing go because it's so much better that way.
Occasionally, a crumpled letter that I miss hitting into the well goes flying out the window and lands down at the base.
There actually are no windows on this floor.
I don't like that.
I know, right? You do hear, however, the sustained murmurings of a man that you don't know outside.
Down the stairs.
Wait,
Front door.
how many seconds did that take?
Yeah. Robe.
Luck roll.
Roll dex.
Deck.
Because Flip Flop would have heard her move.
Oh, and I get advantage because it's to do with true love.
Advantage to expertise.
This dice is bad. So a 15.
Yeah, you gracefully fall out of your swing, and like a little kid going downstairs.
Grab my robe.
They've been down a million times, and I've got these visions of like Mrs. Roper, like this like dramatic moo. You just like fling open the door and like lean up against it and listen.
And her titties are just finishing formation.
Like
Yeah.
Flip flop. 13 seconds, new record.
But and yet in Shiloh's head, I'm picturing like the Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
You know, kids hear the ice cream truck, they lose their mind. Ice cream!
At the door and then casual like she's like thinks like maybe appealing to his need for rest, maybe some lemonade after a hot day at work. He's like shoved into a chair in our kitchen.
There's no table.
I have no lemons.
Except
I have
it's
no
not the
lemonade.
hard day of work either. It's the morning. He hasn't even started.
Here, I'm going to give you a reference image because it's important.
What he looks like?
Yeah, what Bob Vila actually looks like.
Gotta see some teeth and stuff too.
Oh yeah, there are teeth. No, not Bob. Bob Vila. And I'll give you like a mid-'80s Bob Vila because that's what Bob Vila you're getting.
Pete Bob.
Yeah,
What you get.
not modern Bob.
Oh.
He's, mid-40s.
The hair isn't super great.
Salt and pepper.
That's
Good,
awesome.
good full
The
beard.
beard is good.
Nice teeth.
Yeah.
Can we make it canon that his main foreman assistant is oh god, what Al Bordelin
No,
from her?
he's actually got.
Oh, he does have his actual. Okay.
So that is Bob Vila. That is Norm Abram.
I don't remember either one of them.
So yeah, his assistant would be assistant
Huh. Well, they look like Canadian lesbians.
with beards. So yeah, that's what would Bob Vila do?
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, no, that is Bob Vila.
Yeah, that's a no.
Yeah, salt and pepper. Either Black Irish or vaguely Italian. I can't tell. I'm guessing Vila is.
Yeah, he's the wrong kind of
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you whip open the door to a man in. Now he's wearing like Mason's clothes.
Yeah.
Like thick cotton.
Yeah.
A leather
apron.
apron.
Yeah. Okay.
Bit of a gut.
Yeah. She just
Mid to late 40s.
swings the door open dramatically and then gracefully just shuts it right back.
He gives you
There's nothing great. You were disappointed. There's no way. Like the boobs just start like deflate and sag, and you're just like,
and then slam the door, and you hear trump, 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 trump all the way back up the stairs.
Yeah.
So I will. You know what? I'll just let Bob know that there was some confusion, and we appreciate his time.
Okay. So Bob clears off, and as Bob is clearing off, we'll end it with this. Champion Newstead comes walking over, chittering away to her bow.
She's engaged.
No, not her
actual
bow. Her
bow.
actual like bow.
Okay. Sorry.
I took it like that.
SHYLO
I'm
was
like, oh, she's
flipped
talking to her weapon. That's perfectly normal.
Yeah.
SHYLO flipped out. Oh my god.
No, not her bow. Her bow.
Okay.
And she bids Bob a good morning, and says, "You had news for me and wanted to speak to me."
Oh yes, I forgot about
And
that
we will
again.
leave it here.
Yeah, we'll wrap up with
Yeah.
or we'll start off next time.